transcription, termination, and subsequent acquisition of leader RNA occur at transcriptional regulatory sequences located between open reading frames. So these minor strands, subgenomic RNA, serves as a template for the production of subgenomic mRNA. Now, my protein of interest is NSP13, that is helicase. It's a 66.5 kilodalton multifunctional protein with a zinc binding domain in N terminal. NSP13 helps in unwinding of RNA as well as DNA in 5' to 3' direction, fueled by hydrolysis of all deoxyribonucleotide and ribonucleotide triphosphate. So 5' end single-stranded overhangs of at least 5 nucleotides are sufficient to promote unwinding of double-stranded nucleic acid with an estimated range of 280 base pair per second in the same range as other helicases. So first, I have done protein sequence alignment by taking 20 sequences of different types of coronavirus, including our reference sequence of helicase from iTaser. So different COV display different diverse host range and tissue tropism, and usually alpha and beta coronavirus infects mammals. In contrast, gamma and delta coronavirus infect birds and fishes, but some of them can also infect mammals. So as you can see, beta coronavirus is from QHD to YP 45994.2.1. Alpha is from AF 070 to AYR 18518.1, and gamma is AA 46224, that is IBV virus. So this is the result of my sequence alignment. After multiple sequence alignment and shading, few points I have observed that show variation in directional way towards SARS-CoV-2. So as you can see, this 62, 164, 150, 224, 373.
Clearly is saying okay. Good.
426, 442, and 570. So these are the list of all the amino acids with position and the change which is occurring in sequences, and their physicochemical properties also I have noted down.
Okay. Good.
So I have done secondary structure prediction with the help of tool of Cypred, and it shows that 22 helix and 27 strands are present in this protein.
Okay.
This shows the position of all the amino acids differentiated according to its physicochemical characteristics. This is same from Cypher, secondary structure prediction tool. Using this, I got this result. This is actually another tool, that is MIMSAT SVM schematic tool I have used, and with the help of this tool, actually I don't know what it has happened, but in the last they have shown a dummy figure which actually say that there are three domains: N terminal, which is which is present in cytoplasmic site, transmembrane domain, and C-terminal domain, which is present extracellular.
Yeah, so that's kind of a prediction they are doing. So they may be correct, they may be not correct. So we have to check whether this is a membrane protein or not. So what they are showing is the yellow portion is the extracellular, and whereas the membrane transmembrane helix has to be in membrane, which is not visible. Transmembrane is very short,
Yes.
so it's there but very short. So it we have to prediction. We have to always think it will fit in our study or not. Yeah. So this is still doubtable. Until previous one, it's okay. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
please go ahead.
This plot shows the disordered regions of helicase protein. Here we can see that there is no disordered region as the value is less than 0.5 for every residue.
Yeah. So it's
So
below the cutoff. So no sense. Yeah. Yeah.
this is a structural contact prediction was done from residue 1 to 450, and protein structure prediction was also done by structure modeling. So I have taken only 1 to 450 residue because it was not taking more than 500. So maximum limit was 500. So that's why I have taken less residue. And other half I have again done the structural contact prediction, but I couldn't interfere because I'm not that expertise to
Okay.
analyze and interpret. So I'm not able to, but yet I have given the data and the result, whatever I have obtained. This is again structural contact prediction from 151 to 601 residue.
Okay.
Domain prediction was done according to DOMPRED tool of Cypred. With this, here they have predicted that 4 domains are there, and they have shown a graph. I was not able to interpret this.
So this blue line is the uh, probability of. So you see something is green and something is red. Strand and helixes are green or red. So what is the
Yes,
chance that there is a
that I
helix?
understood, but what is blue line? I couldn't infer from
So
this table.
what happens that you see the